Hi, this is Joshua, and this is my progress for the game Dungeon Escape for this design kit. Um, for some context of the major mechanics, uh, this is what I have done. Is a list of stuff. So what I've currently have completed is player controller, the enemy follow AI, and some game manager stuff like randomly spawning in enemies, and wave mechanics that spawns more enemies. Uh, I'm currently still in the process of of fixing and working on player attack and health, enemy attack and health. Um, they're all in various uh, forms of completed or have completed. It's just something I'm missing, but I should be able to get it done pretty soon, ish. But yeah, and then this is just stuff to do in the future after these. So like these are like the main game mechanics, and this is just like the stuff that would I would get to after that. So like win condition, boss room health, pause menu, whatnot. Yeah, and so here's the game. So I can just play real quick and I can show you what I got so far. So what's happening right now is I have this square here just for the sake of visuals. This is the area in which the enemies can spawn. As you saw, four random enemies just spawned in, and then you can see kind of like they turn around if they look at me. Um, and if you look at the game manager here, we can see, let's see, that's what I'm talking about. So in here, you can put in the coordinates of how big the range for the randomization you want. Um, and here we have the number of enemies, the amount of waves, and then this keeps track of how many enemies you've killed and what wave you're currently on. Like I said earlier, the actual like attacking part, I'm still working on it, so it doesn't 100% work, but I can kind of simulate it real quick here. You see that they're still following me. Um, so let's say I kill the enemies one by one. Okay, they're all dead, right? In the game scenario, this would automatically the dead enemies that would go up by one, right? So two, three, and then when it get to four, then the next wave would spawn. You see they all randomly spawned. Yeah, I mean they spawn in random locations. um, and then I killed them. Yeah. Then game manager killed them all. Here's the third wave. Right, they're all dead now. Um, game manager. And so you see the max wave and the current wave are the same. So if I press 4 here again, I won't do anything. That means I beat all the waves. So that's good. Um, and so yeah, and so that's what I currently have that is working. But I can also show you what I have currently in progress. You can see like there's a health bar on the player. Um, and so I'm working on player health script and all that, so that as the player gets hurt, the health bar goes down, and you can see the different colors and all that. And then the same goes for the enemies. They'll have their own health bar. Like I said, yeah, I'm currently working on it, so it's not 100% on it. This is also the hitbox, so this is like how they would attack. So like it just has a visualizer, so you can see where it is. But like the goal is that if the player gets within the attack range, then the hitbox will like turn on and off. Um, but yeah, like I said, I'm still working on it. And then also the workflow. Pretty much, I made it so that a designer can come in and You see everything is made into a prefab so they can go to the player and then they can be like, okay, I want the player to go faster, or the damp for the turning and can go higher or lower or whatever. Or like the health want to go up, or if you want to debug, you can like make your current health more or less or whatever. Same thing for the enemies. They're the same stuff. Um, and in the game manager, kind of like how you saw me doing earlier, you can edit the number of enemies that spawn. Like I want to make it 6, and I want to make the waves like 6. Right? I don't know. You can adjust that. And then here is where you can set up the coordinates. So it's kind of hard to tell these numbers, so I made like an empty game object where you can drag it to, like, let's say the borders of whatever. So this is just a random box I made. So like let's say this is the border of the room. You take the x coordinate, like -12. You go to the game manager and then you put it here too. And then you can do that for all the axes or whatever. Also, you could just use the game manager as well, but I thought I might as well just make like a dedicated thing for it. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. The sprites flip when you turn, all that. Pretty cool. You saw CC, now there's more people. But yeah, that's the main mechanics really. It's just the wave system, the randomizing locations, the enemies, they follow me wherever I go. That's another thing. Yeah, and so really it's a simple game. It's nothing too crazy. The goal of the game is you fight waves of enemies, and then like you continue on to the next room where you fight the boss battle, and then that'll be the next thing that I need to work on. You can see boss enemy, roaming, boss room, whatnot. But really, the bus enemy would just be the same thing, or pretty much just like a copy of the regular enemy, but it'll just have like a different movement. Like instead of following the player, it would have like a random roaming, and then it'll have like a projectile attack. But yeah, this is my progress so far. Uh, Thanks for watching.